Welcome to Wildfire Partners DIY Video Guide. Preparing your home for wildfire begins with mitigation and taking action before the next wildfire. So today, we're going to cover how to create a non-combustible zone within the first 5 feet around your home. Homes are likely to burn during wildfires if anything within 5 feet of the house burns. So creating a non-combustible zone with crushed rock and a weed barrier is one of the most effective, easy to maintain, and low-cost first lines of defense in protecting your home. There are 5 primary steps to keep in mind when creating a non-combustible zone: removing vegetation, installing landscape edging to retain gravel, installing a weed barrier, calculating the amount of crushed rock needed, and then installing the rock. You're going to start your project by ensuring you're wearing appropriate closed-toed shoes, gloves, and eye protection. The first step in creating a non-combustible zone around your home is to remove vegetation and weeds, including roots, within 5 feet of your home. Always remember to call 811 to locate underground utilities before digging, especially if you're removing deep roots. Now, let's create a barrier for the rock. Start by using landscape paint to mark the trench where you want your edging material to be installed. Remember, you'll want it to be at least 5 feet from the edge of your home. Use an edging shovel or a flat spade to dig a trench 2 to 3 inches deep along the guideline you've created with paint. And remember to keep the loose soil available in a wheelbarrow, bucket, or tarp nearby for later. Next, you'll use a hand trowel to clear out any rocks or material from the trench, and then add some leveling sand to the trench and tamp it down. This is a good time to make sure to slope the ground away from the house with the loose soil collected. Position the stones or edging material and use a carpenter's level to ensure everything is aligned. You can use a mallet to help level the stones or edging material and fill in any gaps with sand or loose soil you collected earlier. You'll want to ensure that your edging material is high enough above ground level to retain the loose rock you want to install in this area. Next, let's install the weed barrier. This is a critical step in maintaining your non-combustible perimeter. Without it, weeds and other plants will re-establish more easily. To do this, measure the area for the installation of the weed barrier. Then cut the fabric to size, allowing 6 to 12 inches of overlap between sections of weed barrier fabric. Roll the fabric out over the prepared area, making sure the correct side is down per the product specifications. Then, secure the weed barrier to the ground using landscape staples and a mallet. Now we're ready to choose our crushed or landscape rock. When selecting crushed rock or decorative stone, 3/4 inch is the ideal size. Avoid fine materials like sand or small gravel that can blow away in the wind and make it difficult to remove combustible pine needles, dead leaves, and other wildfire tinder from the rock. To calculate the amount of landscape rock needed, measure the length and width of the bed to find the area in square feet. Then use a gravel calculator available online to get the volume of crushed rock in cubic yards you need to purchase. It's a good idea to add 5 to 10% to your calculation to account for potential waste during installation. Spread the rock at least 2 inches deep over weed barrier fabric so it's easier to maintain. Be sure to also put rock under decks and any other overhangs like bay windows. After installation, be sure to maintain it by pulling weeds and other vegetation before they become established and removing any combustible materials that accumulate, like pine needles and dead leaves, with a strong leaf blower. Creating a non-combustible 5-foot zone with gravel and weed barrier around your home is critical to your home's survival in a wildfire. Thanks for watching, and if you would like more information or to reference our fact sheets for an overview of these steps, or to check out our photo gallery for inspiration, please visit wildfirepartners.org.